Hi, we are going to talk about the direct and inverse proportions chapter in exercise 13.1. Here we are in exercise 13.1, we'll be discussing about the direct proportion. In direct proportion, say when we have an article, we buy one article for rupees 20. Now we are going to buy the second article, the amount will be increased by the same 20 rupees. So when we buy two articles of the same 20 rupees, the amount will be 40 rupees. So that is called proportion. The article increases, then proportionately the amount also gets increased. So that's called direct proportion. So here in exercise 13.1, problem number 1, following are the car parking charges near railway station up to 4 hours 60 rupees, 8 hours 100 rupees, 12 hours 140 rupees, 24 hours rupees 180. Check if the car parking charges are in direct proportion to the parking time. So here we have the number of hours and here we have the parking charges. Now this 4 hours 60, 8 hours rupees 100, 12 hours 140, 24 hours rupees 180. So what should we do is, for 4 hours it is rupees 60. So we'll have to do 60 by 4, which comes to 15. Here it is similarly 100 by 8, which comes to 25 by 2. Here it is 140 by 12, which is equal to 35 by 3. Here it is 180 by 24, which is 15 by 2. Now when we see these four values, these four values are different. If they have the same values, then we will say it is in direct proportion. Now these, when we see the values, they are not in direct proportion. As per the values, they are not in direct proportion because the values are all different. Coming to question number 2. A mixture of paint is prepared by mixing 1 part of red pigments with 8 parts of the base. The following table find the parts of the base that need to be added. Here it is the similar way. So let the number of parts of red pigment. Find the parts of the base that needed to be added. So 1 part of the base they have given as 8. Now we have to find the others. So now let the number of parts of red pigment be X and the number of parts of base be Y. Now here, as the number of red pigment increases, the number of base also increases. So from this we know that it is in direct proportion. So now we can use it as, it's just the, we have to just check the proportion. It is x1 by y1, which is equal to, we'll have x2 by y2. They have different values. So we'll have the red pigment different values to be x1, x2, x3 and so on. And the base different values of y1, y2, y3 and so on. So here number 1, the value of x1 is 1. This is the base value. value of y1 is 8. This is given. Now the value of x2, that is the next column of the red pigment, that's what we have to find out. The value of x2 will be 4. So x1 by y1 is equal to x2 by y2 is equal to 1 by 8 is equal to 4 by y2, or y2 is equal to 4 into 8, y2 is equal to 32. Here 32 parts of the base needs to be added. Number 2, similarly x1 is 1 we know, y1 is 8 we know. Here the next tabular column, the value is 7. So x3 is 7, y3 we should find out. We have x1 by y1 equal to, here the value is x3, so x3 by y3, which is 1 by 8 equal to 7 by y3. y3 is equal to 7 into 8, y3 is equal to 56. So this is 56 parts of the base that need to be added. Question number 3, x1 is 1, x2 is 8. Here x4 is 12. y4 we have to find out. x1 by y1 equal to x4 by y4. 1 by 8 equal to 12 by y4, or y4 is equal to 12 into 8, y4 equal to 96. Here 96 parts of the base has to be added. Now question number, the next tabular column, that is, then here x1 is 1, y1 is 1, 8. Here x5 is the value 12. So similarly x1 by y1 will be equal to x5 by y5. 1 by 8 is equal to 20 by y5, or y5 is equal to 8 into 20. y5 is equal to 160. So 160 parts of the base need to be added. Question number 3. In the question 2 above, if one part of the red pigment requires 75 ml of the base, then how much red pigment should we mix with 1800 ml of the base? Now let the number of parts of red pigment be x and the amount of base be yml. So here as the number of parts of red pigment increases, the amount of the base also increases. So it comes under direct proportion. So what should we use? x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. Now x1 is 1, y1 is 75. Here y2 is 1800. So 1 by 75 equal to x2 by 1800. x2 is equal to 1800 by 75. x2 is equal to 24. Here hence 24 parts of the red pigment should be mixed. Question number 4. A machine in a soft drink factory fills 840 bottles in 6 hours. How many bottles will it fill in 5 hours? Let the machine fill X bottles in 5 hours. Number of bottles filled is 840. Number of hours is, for this it is 6. Then for 5 hours it is x2. So more the number of hours, more the number of bottles would be filled. So the number of bottles filled is directly proportional to each other. So these two are directly proportional. So we can have it as x1 by x2 is equal to y1 by y2. 840 by x2 will be equal to 6 by 5. x2 is 840 into 5 divided by 6. It is equal to 700. So hence 700 bottles can be filled. Question number 5. Photograph of a bacteria enlarged 50,000 times attains a length of 5 cm as shown in the diagram. What is the actual length of the bacteria? The photograph is enlarged 20,000 times only. What would be its enlarged length? Actual length of the bacteria is 5 by 50,000 centimeter, which is equal to centimeter 10 power minus 4 centimeter. So more the number of times of bacteria is enlarged, more the length is attained. So the number of times a photograph of a bacteria is enlarged, the length is also directly proportional. So enlarged is, and the photograph is directly proportional. More the number of times of a photograph of bacteria is enlarged, the length is also enlarged. So they are directly proportional to each other. So we can use x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. 50,000 by 5 is equal to 20. For 20,000 it is asked by y2, or y2 is equal to 5 by 50,000. y2 is equal to 2. Then its enlarged end length would be 2 centimeter. Question number 6. In a model of a ship, the mast is 9 centimeter high, while the mast of the actual ship is 12 meter high. If the length of the ship is 28 meter, how long is the model ship? Now here, let the length of the model ship be x centimeter. Now we'll have the actual ship here, the model ship like this. The length of the ship is 28 meter x. The height of the ship is 12 meter. Here it is 9 centimeters. So here, more the length of the ship, more would be the length of the model, the length of its model. So now from this we can write it as direct proportion. Now x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. 28 by 12 is equal to x by 9. X is equal to 12x is equal to 28 by 9. This is equal to 28 into 9 by 12. X is equal to 21. So the length of the model ship is 21 meters. Question number 7. Suppose 2 kg of sugar contains 9 into 10 power 6 crystals. How many sugar crystals are there in? Number 1, 5 kg of sugar. Number 2, 1.2 kg of sugar. So let the amount of sugar is x kg and the number of crystals is y, as the amount of sugar increases, the number of crystal also increases in the same ratio. So we will say it as direct proportion. So the case of direct proportion, x1 is 2, y1 is 9 into 10 power 6. Now x2 is 5. So x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2, or it is 2 by 9 into 10 power 6 is 5 by y2. 2y2 equal to 5 into 9 into 10 power 6, or y2 is equal to 22.5 into 10 power 6, or 2.25 into 10 power 7. Hence there are 2.25 into 10 power 7 crystals. Roman number 2, subdivision number 2, x1 is 2, y1 will be 9 into 10 power 6, x3 will be 1.2. So x1 by y1 equal to x3 by y3, or it is 2 by 9 into 10 power 6 equal to 1.2 by y3, or 2y3 is equal to 1.2 into 9 into 10 power 6. 2y3 is equal to, which comes to 10.8 into 10.6. So y3 will be 10.8 into 10 power 6 divided by 2. y3 is 5.4 into 10 power 6. Hence there are 5 power 4 into 10 power 6 crystals. Moving on to question number 8. Rashmi has a road map with a scale of 1 centimeter representing 18 kilometers. She drives on a road for 72 kilometers. What would be her distance covered in the map? Let the distance covered in the map be x centimeters. Here it is 1:18 will be x is to 72, or similar way 1 by 18 equal to x by 72, or 18x is equal to 72, or x equal to 72 by 18, x is equal to 4. So hence the distance covered in the map would be 4 centimeter. Question number 9. A 5 meter 60 centimeter height vertical pole casts a shadow 3 meter 20 centimeter long. Find at the same time the length of the shadow cast by another pole 10 meter 50 centimeter high. Number 2, the height of a pole which casts a shadow 5 meter long. Now here, let the height of the vertical pole be x meters. The length of the shadow be y meters. So here, as the height of the vertical pole increases, the length also increases. So since it is in the same ratio, we can say it as direct proportion. It is in the direct proportion. So we can use x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2. So in the question number 1, x1 is 5 meter 60 centimeter or 5.60 meter. y1 is 3 meter 20 centimeters, which is 3.20 meters. x2 is 10 meter 50 centimeters, which is equal to 10.50 meters. Now x1 by y1 equal to x2 by y2, that is 5.6 by 3.2, which is equal to 10.5 by y2. 5.6 y2 is equal to 3.2 into 10.5, or y2 is 3.2 into 10.5 divided by 5.6. y2 equal to 6. Hence, the length of the shadow is 6 meters. So subdivision number 2, x1 is 5 meter 60 centimeter is 5.6 meter. y1 is 3 meter 20 centimeter equal to 3.2 meter. y3 is 5 meter. So x1 by y1 equal to x3 by y3. 5.6 by 3.2 is equal to x3 by 5. x3 is equal to 5.6 into 5 by 3.2. x3 will be 8.75 meters. Hence, the height of the pole is 8.75 meter or 8 meters 78 meters 75 centimeter. Question number 10. A loaded truck travels 14 km in 25 minutes. The speed remains the same. How far it travel in 5 hours? So here two quantities x and y that varies in we'll say direct proportion. They have the relation x equal to some variable ky. So x by y can be given as k. X by y will be k. Here k will be equal to number of kilometers that it can travel divided by the time in hours, which is equal to number of kilometers that it can travel is 4 divided by time in hours. So it is minutes, 25 minutes. So hours is 25 by 60, which is equal to 14 into 60. Reciprocating this factor divided by 25 is equal to 168 by 5. So here k is equal to 168 by 5. Now x is the, let's have x, the distance travelled in 5 hours. Using the relation x is equal to ky, x will be equal to, k value is 168 by 5 into y value we know as it is 5. It is equal to, x is equal to 168. So hence can travel 168 kilometers.